This cat has it made. Lay out on the roof, catch a few rays, maybe a few Z's, and watch a ball game. You can't beat that. The Sheridan Troopers versus the Wheatland Lobos for the A-League State Championship. Top of the second, Wheatland on defense. Here's Tyler Pollock to Joe Hageman to Braden Fagenbush, who does the splits to complete the 5-4-3 double play. Fagenbush must be hanging out with the cheerleaders if he can do that. Bottom of the second, Pollock now batting, and he's going to find some territory on the left side, and that ball stays fair for a double. It's more than enough to bring in Hageman, and the defending A-League State champs are up 1-0. As for Sheridan, they had Calvin Eisenach on the mound. He pitched a complete game on the first day of the tournament, and he had both good and not so good moments in this game. That was one of the good ones. Top of the third, here comes the Troopers. Connor McCafferty dribbles a ball that just gets past the defense and into the outfield for a base hit. Trayton Havens is going to motor his way in from second, and he'll tie this game up at 1 run apiece. Bottom of the third, the Lobo bats strike again. Anthony Apodaca showing why he's the MVP of the tournament. He'll find the gap in left center field, and that'll net him a double and 2 RBIs. David Nelson is in, and here comes Timothy Beckett. Wheatland takes a 3-1 lead on the scoreboard. Next batter, Brendan Ruwert, adding to the cause with a single. Apodaca's kicking it into high gear, and he's trying to make it in from second. He would as the throw was cut off, so he scored easily, and now his team has a 4-1 advantage. Bottom of the fourth, the Sheridan defense had their moments as well. Havens to McCafferty to Kelly Kaza for the 4-6-3, and that took care of that. The Troopers came into this game with 49 wins, the most wins in team history. Bottom of the fifth, here we go again. This time it's Will Odell to McCafferty to Kaza for the 5-4-3 putout. Defense has helped pave the way for Sheridan up to this point. Top of the sixth, Colby Guile pitching for Wheatland, and that would be his first victim of the game. But he got himself into trouble after that by giving up a bases-loaded walk to make the score 4-2. But his teammates would bail him out. This ball has trouble written all over it. On the right side of your screen is Hageman over the shoulder, and he makes the backhanded catch. Way to keep your eye on the ball and get your pitcher out of a jam. No further damage done. Top of the seventh, Guile trying to recover from the near disaster, and he would. He'd make it into the eighth inning before getting himself into another situation. Bottom of the seventh, Wheatland was looking for some insurance. Apodaca's going the opposite way. Drew Adrians gives chase in right field, and he's not going to get it. Braden Douglas, along with Beckett, gets the green light to go home, and you did not need to tell them twice. That pushes their advantage up to 6-2. Next batter, Hageman, going the opposite way as well, although this was not as dramatic. Apodaca's going to press his luck and try to make it in from second, and he would when the catcher mishandled the throw. That scores another run, and it's now a 7-2 contest. Later, Fagenbush skies one to center, and that will drop in for a single of his own and net him a ribby in the process. Here comes Hageman as he will touch the plate, and the Lobos were in really good shape leading this game 8-2. Top of the eighth, the Troopers would try to get back into it. Eisenach's trying to help his own cause, and he delivered by getting this ball past the third baseman and into left field for a base hit. It would place Joshua Losicki and Adrians. Sheridan is still being doubled up, though, 8-4. But the comeback was cut off on this play. Pollock feels the grounder at third, steps on the bag for one out, then fires across the diamond to Fagenbush in time to complete the double play. That was a momentum killer. Bottom of the eighth. Unfortunately, Sheridan was not quite the same after that. This should have been a routine ground up, but the ball got bobbled, and there's no play to be had. Huckfeld trots in on the error to give the Lobos a 9-4 advantage. Top of the ninth, the inevitable is coming. Pollock is pitching in relief, and he claims a victim of his own and makes it look like another day at the office. Let's wrap this up. Easy pop-up. Who's going to get it? Fagenbush or Hageman? It ended up being Hageman, and that's the ball game. The Wheatland Lobos successfully defend their A-League State Championship and make it 4 of the last 6. Final score 9-4. They will head to the A-League Northwest Regional Tournament in Burley, Idaho with a record of 28-19.